Hi, and welcome to the third video in our three-part series on what type of content should I create. This one we're talking about my mission or your mission. So to start out with this exercise, we want to write down the 2 to 3 most powerful feelings that were associated with your inner vision. So if you did the guided inner vision journey that I did in the last video, you should have a column of feelings. And you want to look and see which feelings maybe were repeated or said in a few different ways. You want to write down the 2 to 3 most powerful feelings that you experienced in the activity you did to get clear in your inner vision. And then after you have those 2 to 3 written down, the next part is picking out of those the most powerful. And it's either picking the most powerful single or looking at those 3 and thinking and discerning, is there one word that describes the 3 of them? And you might not be able to narrow it down to 1. It might go down to 2, but you should get down to at least 2. So after you have that, then you want to think about the 2 to 3 activities that you do in your life that help you to experience that feeling, and write them down. Then of those 2 to 3 activities, we want to think about which one you're most passionate about and which one can you most powerfully leverage the skills and gifts that you currently have to help others. Next, so right now you should have a list of one feeling that you've narrowed down and discerned, and it might be a couple feelings like powerful and loving or something like that, or it could be just one single feeling if you got it down to 1. And you should have an activity that you're really passionate about that you can leverage your skills and gifts. And what we want to do is try putting it into this phrase here: I create a world of blank by blank. And what we're inserting in here is I create a world of the feeling or state of being that you experienced in the inner vision. That was what you discerned was the most powerful for you. And then the other one is the activity that you're most passionate about, where you can leverage your skills and gifts. And we want to try out a few different combinations, maybe tweak some things and see because we really want a powerful phrase. It's almost, it's a mantra, and we want it to be simple. So after you have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 even that you like, we want to test it out, and we want to check and see if it resonates as true for you. And there's different ways you can do this. If you're having trouble, try doing a visualization or a guided journey to test it. And I'll give you an example of a visualization. Man, I do not want to say that right. So let's try one out right now. And pause this if you're in a distracting place. It's not going to be a good idea. Or you can just skip this if you are going to do something later. But close your eyes and breathe in deeply. And imagine that you're 90 years old and you're at your lifetime achievement ceremony. And all your friends and family are there. And all the people you helped are there. And the guest speaker gets up and says, hey, we're going to congratulate, insert your name, for achieving, and then name the mission. And everybody applauds. Everybody's really excited for you. Does it feel like you've been successful at what you came here for, if you've accomplished that mission? If it does, then you're on to something. You have a mission, and this isn't set in stone. You may find that the wording of this gets tweaked over time or things adjust. That's okay. We want something to start with, and we want to make sure, and we know that it's in alignment with your inner vision because it's based on the feelings that came from the body. So it's in alignment with what we already have created, and we're starting to build a really strong foundation here, and that's the whole intention. So I invite you to share in the Facebook community your mission that you've come up with using this technique, and also any questions or comments you have about how this process is working. That's how we get better together, and how we grow our community and support each other, is by sharing and not being afraid to be seen. So I invite you to go ahead and share now, and I look forward to sharing the next video with you tomorrow. Or if you're watching this in the future, it could be anytime. Have a beautiful day.